Well, good morning, boys and girls. Beat back here. So we're just heading on over to the neighbor's place that we're working at that horse penning for. Anyways, I need some round barn door tracking for the sliding doors or gates on this horse penning. And they say they got a bunch and they'd like to save a little bit of money by reusing it. There's only one glitch. It's mounted to the barns. So we got to go over there and take it off. I don't know, they're not going to save much money because I got to do the labor to get it off. But whatever, I guess they want to try and save some money. We'll try and save some money, right? So we're heading over there. It's windier than all heck today. And instead of running up and down a ladder, I said, screw it. We'll go with the front end loader and I'll just stand in the loader and the wife is coming. She'll lift me up. And that's how we're going to do it. And then I can just buzz the friggin', it should be mounted with leg screws or leg bolts right into the side of the wall. So if my theory is correct, I should just need a friggin' socket on my impact and I should be able to pull it right off, right? So when we get there, we'll find out. I have no idea how it's mounted, but we're gonna find out here shortly. We'll talk to you guys then. Okay guys, well, we came to the neighbor's place. I'm just leaving. There's some of the buildings back there. And if you look, see that silver thing sticking out the side? Out the side? Well, that's two 12-foot pieces of round barn door track, and then there's two 8-foot pieces inside the bucket. It was so friggin' windy here up in the loader that I just said, screw it, I'm not taking my phone out. I was losing my hat and everything else as it was. And yeah. Anyways, we got the barn door track off, and luckily enough there's enough rollers. They threw a bunch of the round barn door track rollers away, but luckily enough we found 6, and that's what I need for their penning. So we're just gonna head on back home and go to back to work on this stuff. It's, what the heck is it? It's about a 3.5 mile drive, so not too bad. Anyway, talk to you guys when we get home and out of the wind there. Well guys, we got home. We got everything unloaded. We moved our cows. You guys see that? Looks like freaking smoke. Some dumbass decided to start a fire today. We're gonna go for a drive here right away and find out if they need help with it, or if it's out of control or not out of control, or what the deal is. I'll let you guys know in a minute. Well, we found where the fire's at. And Cambite Farms decided to friggin' light up a bunch of sloughs. And I figured it was sloughs, but you know what? It doesn't take much when you got a wind like this to get the friggin' fire going and have it get away. They're out here with one tractor and a big disc or type unit, high-speed disc. But even with that thing in a wind like this, I wouldn't do it. I've lost a yard, I've lost a house to a fire, and we know what it's like in an ugly wind to fight fire. It ain't friggin' fun. And in my estimation, these guys are just friggin' brain dead for even doing this on a day like today. Because they started the fire after I woke up, and it was windier than the son of a bitch at 6 a.m. So, well, you guys can see that smoke. It's just trailing all over the place. Making a beeline right from my yard is what it's doing. Anyways, we'll go home and we'll play in the shop. Talk to you guys later. Oh, hey guys, how's she going? So, had to run to the city and get some of this mesh stuff. This is what they call a hog panel. Got that out of our local PV Marts. So that piece is on there. So when I'm building these things, I weld that one on the inside. So you can see it here, it's welded on this side. And then on the door part, I have to weld it on the outside over here. Because when it's on the inside, that mesh will actually catch as you're trying to open the door right here on here. So it gets welded on the outside part. And the local PV Marts only had 4 pieces. They're 16 feet long, but they only had 4 of them. So we need to really watch our scrap part on these things, right? So I got to build the gate for this one. I never built the feed gate right here. So right there is where the feed gate has to go in. Kind of like that one down there, the very first one I did. But I got all the handles in. The people we're building it for, she's kind of a shorter woman. So she wanted an extra grab bar to roll the doors open and shut. And this is the lock right here. Rounded the ends all off, nice and smooth. Like that. And there. That way, if you hook yourself, that sharp edge won't cut you or nothing like that. So that's all nice and smooth. And then here, this is all handmade and bent to fit the way I want it to fit. How's that sound? But there she be, just like that, right? And this, it'll stay locked as long as that handle part is down. If it's up like that, then it's not going to stay locked, obviously. They can, see? But you do that, and it should never stay up like this, because I'm going to have that mesh on here. It's going to hit that mesh, right, guys? So it'll always be down. For the bottom part, for down here and over here, that gets 3/4 inch plywood. So anyways, I'll continue on. When we install these in their barn, that's when I'm going to put the plywood in, because there's no point in adding extra weight to these things, right? The round barn door track came from their place, and the rollers came from their place. So I've got it adjust all the way to the bottom edge of this bracket here is where it got welded on. I would have preferred it a different style, but this is what they got. So I allowed, so I could friggin' make adjustments on the gate if need be, up or down, right? So we hung it low. No animal's gonna try getting their head through way up there anyway, so we'll be fine. Anyways, this is what she's looking like right now, so we'll see what happens as time goes on. Alrighty guys, so we got our mesh in here. That takes time, cutting all those little rods and welding all this shit in like this here. I gotta get that little nicky shit right there. That's gotta come off so somebody doesn't nick on it. And then smoothing everything out so nobody catches it. But there, that one's good, ready to rock and roll. We got our feed door made. I gotta clean it up a little bit on the ends here maybe. Shouldn't have to actually, because it sits inside. You see that? It's inside, so shouldn't have to really worry about that too much. But I didn't put my handle on. The lock for it is going up here. And my pieces are they're bent. Where the hell is it? This one and this one. But they're friggin' hot right now, so I'm just gonna leave them for tonight. They can cool, and then tomorrow I'll install. This has to get welded on here like that. And the ends have to be rounded off on this and this, but I'm not touching that because he's hot. And that one will be ready to rock and roll. Anyway, for now, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and let's get her done.